G'day everyone and welcome back to Baggers Unfiltered 26. Hope you're well on this fine evening. It's about 9:21 p.m. in Victoria as we get ready for an exciting pod. The 11th of Feb. As always, I'm joined by,
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod and Carlton Flaggers.
well, do we have a bit of a bit of a day for you? Going to be explaining a bit about obviously what's going on with all these injuries and look, sort of delve into a best 23 if we can, but just we'll delve into the injuries first and see who comes in for them, who's going to be a good replacement, and just gonna have a good chat. It has been a pretty long day, so bear with me. A bit zonked at the moment, but it's all right. Louis, kick us off
Yep.
with the latest injury news.
Don't we also? Um, so today this we're filming on I think you mentioned 11th of Feb. We got news of Matt Carroll injuring his hamstring. I don't know, I think he'd be in doubt for opening round, and then maybe yesterday or the day before, 2 days ago, yeah, Lockie Cowan is in doubt with a calf injury, according to Paul Sebastiani from SEN and the Jumper Punch. So those add to the previous list, which I will go through now as well. So we have O'Farrell, who did his ACL late last season in round 21 against Fremantle. Then we have Motlop with the ACL. Haynes, who's got an ankle injury, had some surgery now, is going to be reassessed at the round two bye. And then we got Cottrell to be reassessed at the round two bye with a knee injury. He also had surgery, similar surgery to Haynes. And yeah, we've got Cowan and Carroll. So a lot of people affecting our backline depth now. So you got O'Farrell back, Haynes back, um, Cowan and Carroll. So that's what 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'd say
Get much easier.
especially Haynes and Cowan were certainly in my best 23. So that will
Mm,
affect
they
our
were
opening
certainly in my
round.
best 23 as well.
Mm.
Yes, obviously a fair bit of working out to do here. I mean, when you look at the year that Haynes had last year, and then you look at the year that Cottrell had. I mean, you wouldn't think Cottrell was a big loss, but when he was actually in the team, he was performing, uh, and he looked like he was actually entering some career best form, which is obviously the upsetting thing. Um,
Mm.
Look, Cowan, I'm worried about him. I'm really worried about Lockie Cowan.
Okay.
He's managing just one too many soft tissue injuries for me, and it's becoming a bit consistent between hamstring and calf. It's always in the legs. It's not, shoulders or anything like that. So I don't know if that might be something to do with it could be anything. You don't know. It could be lack of, gym work, working your legs, all this sort of stuff. Don't want to delve too far into that, but
Mm.
uh, I'm getting a bit worried for him because he's got so much potential, and I've gone around and I've texted a lot of people about Lockie Cowan, and it's really promising what the fans actually have to say about him and how how he communicates back with the fans as well. Apparently, he's a really nice guy. I'm not sure if he's the same way in Perth, Louis. Apparently, he's a little bit different.
Uh, that they were all kind of I don't know, when they were over there in that open training captain's run. I don't know. They just got to business. They had a lot of people signatures uh,
Yeah,
to give. So fair enough. I wasn't expecting much. I managed to get a photo from Cripper and that's it, and a few signatures.
yeah. Well,
But
that's what you want when you go to a famous club like Carlton. Just a couple of signatures, get a photo of the captain. Um, yeah, I'm stumped with Lockie Cowan. Actually, I'm a bit worried. I'm also worried about
this isn't the
the
first
injury that
time.
came
Yeah.
out today.
So he got a hamstring injury probably the year before in 2024, I think,
Yeah,
and
24.
then significant injury last year, and now he's getting the calf injury again. So soft tissue injuries galore for Cal, which is annoying. And every time we seem to do a post, they get injured. So we've done one on Cal and then who was the other one? Acres. Oh, hang on a second. Haynes, no, Cottrell. That's it. So he did a post on Cottrell, and then he goes and gets injured, and then Cowan. So we better stop doing player tweet collabs.
I didn't even mean to obviously jinx them. And the thing that I actually bring up in both them posts was injuries.
Yep.
And then they
So
go
they
off
stay
and do
fit
a bloody
and fiery.
hamstring. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just soft tissue, weak as piss.
Yeah, so now we got a bit of a debacle on what.
Then.
Sorry, we got a debacle on our opening round squad. So who plays? Unfortunately, we got a little bit less depth than we would want to go into, but So you'd have who would you replace Haynes with? Probably Young, I'd say. It's another bit of tool.
I've got Young over McGovern. Yeah.
Yeah, and then I think Gov might have to come in as well.
I think the second replacement. But also, when you look at the likes of Harry Dean, who obviously hasn't cemented a spot in the team yet, so even he could be one. I feel like a complete arsehole at the moment because I haven't actually said anything about his dad, Peter.
Oh yes.
Got to talk about that. Got a few scumbags in Albury, which is not far from where I'm based at. We're trying to break into a shop, and Peter obviously just tried to talk to him. He didn't want to fight him. He didn't want to cause any harm. He was left unconscious and had to get rushed to hospital just for trying to talk to people, just for trying to sort stuff out. Look,
it's a very, very bad reflection on our generation.
It is.
There's a
It
lot
is
of
indeed.
fury now within the Carlton fan base. So I think, honestly, I have doubts of how well our generation will be in the years to come and whether we'll actually ever mature. So I encourage everyone our age to have a good look at themselves. If you ever think of doing anything like that, I want them to be done against the fullest extent of the law. Send them to life imprisonment. Serious.
Louis speaking facts.
Yeah.
Louis is speaking facts. Yeah, don't. That's not the way that you want to obviously get treated, especially in such a small town that Albury actually is. So yeah, it's pretty heartbreaking, pretty annoying as well. Thoughts go out to Harry, his family, all them sort of people. But anyway, let's get back on track. Just thought we'd have to touch on that, obviously, because it's a pretty big thing. Anyway, back to the back line. It's a struggle, isn't it, Louis?
Yeah. I'd say, you still got Florence, Sard, and even Williams now makes it back into that half-back line. I would have had him as a small forward at the start of pre-season, but now things have evolved and he has been moved down there. I hope we can cover for the 22 goals he kicked last year. I think we can with the new recruits of Ainsworth and Hayward.
I got a question for you, Louis.
Yes.
Have we got too many small backs? Because I'm looking at the ones that we got now. We got Sard, Williams, and then we have possibly Boyd who could come in. Newman, who's probably not a small back, but he's a medium to small. And then we got who else have we got in them other corners? And I think we need a bit of height there at the moment because we're definitely struggling at the moment.
Well, I'll tell you what, that height problem's always been around in Carlton's sphere. That's why we were kind of hoping we'd have Weitering, O'Farrell, and Dean would be great. Uh, Even though they're both very much untried. Young adds some of that tool depth that you'd want, so it doesn't look as bad with him in it. He can do a job. He's shown that he's done a job in the past. It's just nothing spectacular. It's not a generational talent, but hey, if he can do his job, he'll get all the kudos from us. Gov is a little bit smaller than Weitering and Young. Sorry, there's a delay again.
There's a bit of delay on my end here, Louis.
Yeah. And then there's also a bit to go on. We would want to have an update on Newman as well. He hasn't quite trained to the fullest extent in open trainings from what people have noted, so that will need to be investigated. That's a bit of a TBC. Akers as well, how will his shoulder go? No, that's not a backline issue, but I think his shoulder's fine, but they'll probably give it a bit of a rest for now. Will he be in shape? I don't know. So I've paused.
Far out, we're in trouble, aren't we? It's already opening round, and we're in a spot above her already.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So can you hear me now?
There's not much else that we. I can hear you now, but you're just lagging a bit on my end. I'm not sure if that'll cut in with the pod on YouTube, but
Yeah,
never know.
we'll see. If I've
At the end of the pod, I'm just going to bring up a few things, based on trying to get this podcast on Spotify. I think I'm starting to learn how to do it. So
good.
hopefully we'll be able to get it up there shortly. If not, still bear with us. We're trying.
Yeah. That is next on the agenda. So keep an eye out for that, and we'll promote it on our on social media, Instagram. Yes. Anything else?
Nothing else on my end, Louis. I think there is something I do want to bring up based off the podcast. I'm pretty sure this year, Louis, we're going to try and introduce a few guests this year. So if you are listening and you're a common listener, you go for Carlton, you love the game, you like what we have to say, feel free to shoot me a DM, Carlton Blues 26, or shoot Louis a DM on Carlton Flaggers 26. It'll be in the description below. If you're someone who is interested in actually coming on the pod, send us a text. We'll ask you a few questions just based off to see if you really are a genuine person who is interested and not one of them people who will come on and just destroy the pod and just start saying some ridiculous sort of stuff. Look, we're happy to have you. We're pretty chill. We're pretty happy this year. There's a lot of exciting things to come, as we've said in multiple podcasts now, but I'm really excited. We're really excited for the opportunity that we're going to get this year to work a bit on obviously getting ourselves out there on emergency meetings and fan cams and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be really good, and I'm really excited. I think with all the on-field and off-field issues that go on, we're still going to be out here. We're still going to be giving it a go. Tune in for our third year because it's going to be a bloody good one. I can't wait. Louis can't wait. And the texters and the markers can't wait to be thrown around after Kerno kicks 10 on our heads in opening round.
Yep. Can't wait for some Henry tantrums.
Yeah, there'll be a fair few this year, I reckon. Oh, I've already
might bring
unleashed one, man, and we're like a month and a half into the year, and Carlton haven't even played a game.
Yeah.
Chucked a tantrum today in school and ended up getting. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yep. Okay.
All right, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your nights. Thank you for listening. It's a short and sharp episode, but it's the latest news that we've got for you. We wanted to get a podcast out, and we got a podcast out. Have any feedback, questions? Send us a DM. If you want to come on, send us a DM. Go Blues.
Yep. Like, subscribe, follow. Thank you. Up the baggers.